Hi, and welcome to M. Claire's Yoga and Wellness channel. Today's yoga flow is going to be a recovery flow, so it's going to be really nice and slow and relaxing, but I'm also going to throw a couple of inversions in there too. So if you're not comfortable with inversions, I'll give you modifications, and if you are, have fun with it. But like I said, it's mainly a recovery yoga flow to really help you to loosen off your body, to really allow some of your stiff tight muscles, if you've been training hard, just to relax and just enjoy yourself. Anyway, let's get started, and let's start in a child's pose. Bring your bottom to your heels, reach your fingertips to the front of the mat, and just relax your forehead in between your arms in a comfortable position. Reach your fingertips towards the left side of the room. And really feel that nice stretch down the right side of the body. Come back through the center and change sides, reaching your fingers to the right side of the room and feeling the stretch down the left side of your body. At this time, don't drop your hips. We're going to repeat this again where we actually drop our hips just to deepen the stretch. Come back through the center. This time, reach your fingers towards the left side of the room, but just drop your hips towards the right and just deepen that stretch all the way down through the side of your body, through your glutes. And anyone that holds a lot of tension here, if you've been working out in the gym, running, this will feel great. Left side. Then come back through the center, tuck your toes, and then push up into downward facing dog. If you need to have a bend in your knees, then please do so at the beginning of the practice. And then just settle into your downward facing dog, feeling those tight hamstrings relax a little bit. And if you want to also touch, bring your chest towards your thigh and extend. You can also repeat with me 5 times, just to really help to deepen the stretch. And then we're just going to walk forward to the front of our mat. Have a slight bend in your knee. You're just going to hang like a rag doll, moving side to side. If you'd like to hold on to your elbows, you can do. Just allow your torso to hang heavy. And if you do feel comfortable, you can also straighten your legs. Just feel your own body, see where you are right now. Then place your hands on the mat, bend your knees, and slowly roll up into mountain pose. Engage your core, have your palms facing forward. I'm just going to add some nice big circles with your shoulders here. You can close your eyes here as well if it feels good for you. Really spread your toes out, grounding through the bottoms of your feet. And then change direction, bringing your shoulders forward, really rounding. And then come back to neutral. We're just going to take our hands, reach them over the top of our head, interlace our fingers, point our index finger towards the ceiling, and we're just going to reach towards the right side of the room, really making sure your core is nice and strong so you don't fall over, but also you don't collapse, but mainly so you can get that nice stretch all the way down the left side of your body here. Come up through center, and then reach your fingertips towards the left side of the room. Come back through center. And if you're ready, you can also add a little back bend here. And you can bring your hands and put them onto your forehead, just to help. With the back bend, come forward, back into forward fold. Hold here. And just breathe. Bend your knees, step back with your left leg coming into high lunge. And then just sink your hips here, feeling that stretch. Try and make your thigh really engaged here. And you can add a little rock forward and back if that also feels good. Place your left hand next to your right foot, and you can reach your right fingertips towards the ceiling, adding a little twist here. Bring both hands down, drop your back, knee down, coming into low lunge. Sink your hips, and then you're just going to come on up, using your hands, push your knee, and you're just going to find that comfortable position, really getting that stretch in your hip flexor. And you might want to come further forward, or you might want to come further up. Just find where it works best for you. Then come forward, tuck your toes, come back into high lunge, step back into plank, engage your core. Breathe here. Through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Try and keep your thighs off the mat if you can. Shoulders down. And then push back into downward facing dog. And again, we're going to take a few steps forward to the front of our mat, coming into our standing forward fold again. This time you can either, again, hold onto your elbows, place your palms underneath the soles of your feet to deepen the stretch, or you can also interlace your hands behind your knees and come into a deeper stretch here, whichever feels nice for your body. Then wherever you are, come on out. Slowly bend your knees, roll up into mountain pose again. This time interlace your fingers behind you, and reach your hands towards the floor. Push through your chest and really feel this nice opening through the front of your body. As you push your chest towards the ceiling, adding a little back bend here. Come back to center, and then again, roll down into our standing forward fold. Bend your knees and step back, this time with your right leg coming into high lunge. Again, sinking your hips, really engaging that thigh, and just really feeling that nice stretch. And again, if you have been working very hard with your training, you will feel probably very tight in your hammies, you might have tight quads, and these are just really nice stretches and poses just to alleviate some of that tension and stiffness that you might be holding on to. And it's so important that we do recovery sessions when we're working so hard too, or even just for our general well-being. You know, when we can enjoy a flow and just release the muscles, if we've been sitting all day, helping them to elongate or to stretch out, that also helps. So it doesn't have to be a recovery from hard work, it can also be a recovery from just day-to-day life. Okay, plant your right hand next to your left foot and you can add a twist here. Then come back with both hands, drop your back knee down into low lunge. And again, we're going to come on up and just find that sweet spot for you, pushing your hands through your knees and finding, or through your knee, and finding that position that just gives you that nice stretch through your hip flexor, wherever you're holding the most tension. And play around with it. You know, you might start off down here, and then once that feels better, you might move on up. And then come down with your hands, tuck your back toe, come back into high lunge, step back into plank. This time we're going to come down into our forearm plank. I'm just going to do some side dips, side to side, just stretching through the side of your body. And if this doesn't feel good for you, you can just stay in plank, or you can also just go into child's pose until we're finished. And just dropping your hips down side to side. One, you're actually strengthening your core, but you're getting the benefits of the stretch as well. 2 more on each side. And last one. Come back up into plank, through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, and push back into downward facing dog. And take 3 deep breaths here. You're going to bend your knees, and we're going to come into our malasana, our wide-legged yogic squat. I want you to use your elbows to push your knees out, lengthen through the spine, place your hands in prayer position, and just relax here for a minute. And really use those elbows to get as deep as possible, opening up your hips. If you'd like to add a bit of movement here, you can do. You can move your knees side to side. You can move your feet. Just play with it. And you can also add some movement with your arms, placing your left hand by your left foot and reaching your right fingertips up toward the ceiling. And you can just move side to side in a nice fluid motion. And if you'd like to add a bind here as well, you can. And then move to the other side if you're in the bind with me. And then come back into the center. From here, we're going to go into our crow, our inversion for today. If you do not feel like this is within your practice, you can stay in Malasana, or you can drop down into your child's pose, because that's where we'll end up. But if you'd like to have a go at doing crow, place your hands shoulder width apart, come up into your toes, and you're going to place your knees on the back of your triceps. And if you haven't done crow before and you want to just have a go at practicing lifting one leg and then coming back down and the opposite, then you can stay here and just play a little bit. And for those that do know how to do crow, find your drishti spot, which is your focal point in front, to help you with your balance. Lift one leg, then the opposite leg. Find your balance and just breathe here. Now to come out of this, you can either come down and step back into plank, or and we'll all join back in child's pose. And tuck your toes, push up again into our downward facing dog. And this time, we're just going to bend our legs, cross them, and come and meet in the center of our mat. Hold on to your knees, lengthen through your spine, push your chest towards the ceiling, and slowly roll down one vertebra at a time, coming onto your back. Now, from here, we're going to do a couple of bridge exercises. So we're going to tilt your tailbone, push your hips up towards the ceiling, hold for 2, and then slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. And then we'll repeat that 5 more times. It's important that you take your time to do this as well, to really get the benefit from each pose. And you want to, at the same time, get the stretch. You want to be strengthening as well the areas that sometimes we don't work on. So our lower back, where a lot of people sitting in chairs all day might find they have a lot of problems, herniated discs, and doing these lovely bridge or half bridge poses really can help strengthen that area as well. Slowly roll down. 3 more times. And last 2. Really engage your glutes as you're doing this. And last 1. And this time you can interlace your hands and you can just push your hips even higher. Try and keep your knees close together. One last breath here. Take your arms over the top of your head and then slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. And then bring your knees towards your chest. You can just rock side to side. Now, bring your heels or your feet down. Anyone that would like to go into a full wheel here can do so. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to go into bridge one more time. But if you are going to go into wheel, place your hands close to your shoulders. Your heels want to be close to your glutes, and push through your hands as we come all the way up. Again, trying to keep our knees close together. And then when you're ready, slowly come down, tuck your chin in, and again, roll down onto your back. Bring your knees towards your chest again, add a little rock as a counter pose here. Then extend your arms, and you're just going to come into a little spinal twist, bringing your knees towards the left side of the room and looking over your right shoulder. Come back to the center and drop your knees towards the right side of the room, looking over your left shoulder. Come back through the center. Extend both legs towards the ceiling. And all you can do is take your right leg over the top of your left leg. Hold on to the outside of your feet as if they're handlebars of a bike, and just pull your heels towards your glutes. And this is a lovely glute stretch as well. And you can either keep your head off the floor or keep it relaxed, wherever you feel the best stretch. And here we're going to go into a deeper spinal twist. So you can either repeat what we did before, or you can come into eagle legs, drop your legs towards the side, towards the left side, and again look over your right shoulder. Come back to center, extend both legs towards the ceiling, and then change sides, taking your left leg over the top of your right, getting hold of the outside of your feet, and again pulling those heels towards your glutes for this lovely glute stretch. And you might find that you're stiffer on one side than the other. That's completely normal. And then now we're going to go into our eagle legs so we can come into that deeper spinal twist. Then when you're ready, undo your legs. Again, bring your knees towards your chest. Rock side to side. And then I want you to release your legs into our final position, Shavasana. Extend your legs and your arms. Allow them to fall to the outside of your body. Close your eyes. Take 3 nice deep inhales and exhales as you allow your whole body to sink and relax into the mat, and your muscles just to feel heavy and loose as we close off the practice here. And last inhale. And exhale it all out. And if you'd like to stay in your Shavasana for longer, then please do. And for those that need to get going, just take one big stretch over the top of your head. One last big inhale through your nose and exhale as you roll to one side and meet me in the center of your mat. Thank you very much for joining me on our nice recovery flow with a quick inversion thrown in there. If you did enjoy this flow and you're not already a subscriber, please click the subscribe button and like the video, leave me comments and let me know what you thought about it. If there's somebody you think would also benefit from this flow, please let them know, and check out all the other videos I have available. There might be something else there that's more suited to you or somebody you know. I really hope you've enjoyed and benefited from this recovery yoga flow with a quick inversion thrown in, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.